Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your January 2020 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the last half of January 2020, and this reading is for the Earth sign of Capricorn. Welcome everyone. I hope everyone is having a nice transition into this brand new year that is still sort of spread out in front of us. Welcome to any newcomers and welcome back followers and subscribers, and thank you for all that you do in support of this channel. So this reading is for Capricorn for the last half of January 2020. That's Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising if your Venus is in Capricorn, or if you are cross-watching for a Capricorn. If you know your other signs, though, watch those videos as well. As many of you know, general readings always resonate a little differently for everyone, and watching the other signs can bring additional information, and that kind of helps clarify whatever's going on in your life. And if any of you are interested in reaching out for a personal one-on-one reading, just click on the description link below for more info and contact details. I'd be delighted to work with you. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all the main areas of life. Including relationship compatibility readings, in addition to the other love and romance readings I do, career, work, and finance, general health and well-being, and I do 6 and 12-month overviews which take a look at what's coming in the main areas of your life for the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look. I get orders for those at all different times of the year, but a lot around this time of the year as we are transitioning into a new year. So something else to keep in mind, I can usually respond to your initial inquiry within the same day or the first 24 hours with more info. So if you're interested, send me an email. Just click on the description link below. You'll see more info and contact details and my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what the last half of January has in store for you. We begin with the Two of Wands, followed by the Seven of Cups. We have the Emperor, followed by the Ace of Wands. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy for the last half of January is the Four of Swords. So some of you may be feeling tired. The Four of Swords is a card that represents a temporary withdrawal from some kind of conflict, work, challenge, etc. It represents taking a step back to get different perspective, to rest, to recuperate, particularly from a lot of mental energy, because swords is air energy, and that represents everything that goes on in our head. So it's about taking a break, particularly a mental break, perhaps a physical break as well. This can represent that some of you may just be feeling kind of worn out, tired, needing to step back from something in order to get a different perspective. And it looks like there is a lot of either a specific choice between two things in front of you, and you're trying to consider a lot of the different options or possibilities and potential for this crossroads that you seem to be at. We have the Two of Wands, followed by the Seven of Cups. So the Two of Wands represents being at a crossroads. I know some of you are like, I'm tired of being at crossroads. Can I just make my decision and move forward? But this is what life is like sometimes. You know, some of you may be in a place where you're tired of the constant battle, the constant struggle, the constant challenge in something, whether it's in work or whether it's in a relationship or whatever your life path is right now. And you may be exploring or daydreaming about doing something different or walking a different path and trying to make up your mind what to do. What are the possibilities? What are the potentials of what's in front of me? If I choose not to go back to or continue to whatever this is that I feel has been a bit of a struggle, the indication too is that whatever you're taking a break from, you know, has either been very conflictive or it requires an awful lot of energy, because, you know, the person resting here is depicted as a knight. A soldier. What do? They fight battles. They go off on missions and quests. He's girded for battle. He's protected. He's taken his helmet and his hand gauntlets off, but he's still girded for battle, implying that he still needs to go back out and finish the job. So it could be that what you're thinking about right now is, what other possibilities and potentials are there for me out there? Because The Two of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, Wands is fire energy, by the way. Wands is governed by the element of fire, and this is very aggressive energy, change, movement, action, forward, charge. But what clarifies that, which way do I go, is the Seven of Cups, which is water energy, emotional energy. This is more dreamy, illusionary daydreams, fantasizing, building castles in the sky. Each of these cups is filled with what represents promise, potential, options. This is not a card of manifestation. This is a card of dreaming. What is out there? What's the possibility? What's the beautiful possibilities and potentials? You know, what's out there for me? And again, some of you you may have a specific choice to make, like specific options, and some of you just may be in this, you know, I'm really tired of what I've been doing. It's requiring so much effort from me, or it's so conflictive. What are my other options? And kind of spending some time, as we tend to do when we're feeling a bit tired or overwhelmed. You know, we fantasize about what it might be like to win the lottery, or, you know, just get on a plane and run off to somewhere else, you know, have a different life sort of thing. And it may be that for some of you. Some of you, this may not be, I mean, we're looking at a pretty short period of time. We're looking at the last half of January. So for some of you, it may not be, again, a specific choice of leaving your job or your relationship. It might just be that you're in a place where, you know, you're tired. Wheel back to the grindstone after the holidays, and you just may be considering, you know, doing something else. Some of you might be serious, some of you might not be. Because the Seven of Cups this is a card of, it's still kind of up in the air and considering things in the air. Now next we have the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. The Emperor is the traditional father figure of the tarot. Structured, disciplined, accountable, responsible. He's responsible for an entire empire, so he has to be very, you know, accountable, disciplined, responsible, contemplative in his actions, not spontaneous or impulsive. This can represent a father or a father figure. It can represent, you know, in the business world, a CEO or boss. It's someone of some status and authority and decision-making ability, somebody who's kind of at the top of the food chain, so to speak. And he's gotten there by being very structured, disciplined, accountable. He puts his own needs aside, you know, in order to make a decision that's best for the greater good of everyone involved. He is a wonderful leader and a good father. So, you know, on his challenging days, he can be a bit domineering, controlling, because, you know, he's in charge of lots of details. He lives in a world where all the planes and trains and buses need to run on time, and so, you know, he's constantly trying to keep a handle on everything. Now, it's clarified by the Ace of Wands, which is exciting new beginnings. Aces represent the number one, promise, potential, the opportunity to walk a new path. I'm getting like two different stories. I'm going to clarify this Emperor. Some of you, this might be a father or a father figure in your life that's somehow significant for the last half of January. It might be that they are helping or encouraging you to make a decision perhaps on moving forward on something that you might feel more passionate about, or about following your dreams. Could be that some of you watching might be in the position of being a father, and you're encouraging, you know, your child to to figure out what their dreams are and how to actually manifest those dreams into reality, because this Ace of Wands represents just the very beginning, kind of the idea, you know, the start. And the Two of Wands, which you also have here, is, okay, how do I manifest what I want into reality? And the Emperor is about, you know, it's about this. You can do whatever you want that you're capable of doing, but it requires structure, discipline, accountability, responsibility, routine. There's things that you have to do in order to manifest this, and he knows that because that's why he's the emperor. So it could be that you're in the position of a father figure to somebody. It could be that a father or a father figure is in this position of helping you figure out, or encouraging you, or perhaps even helping you in some practical resource sort of way in finding something and how to manifest what you want, what you do might feel more passionately connected to, how to manifest that into reality. I mean, the emperor could be anyone in your life that manifests like the emperor. This would be somebody who, regardless of what he does in his life, even if he's retired, he's in a really good position because of the rules that he's learned to live by. So let's pull some clarifying energy for this, because I'm feeling like the emperor is actually positive. There's like some kind of help or encouragement or something that's coming from him. Well, we have the Knight of Cups. Knights bring offers and opportunities for change. Cups is that water, emotional energy. So this is offers of love, support, encouragement. You can do it, kind of being the cheerleader. And that's what clarifies the emperor. So thanks, Spirit. Spot on. So there is someone who is showing up in your life, Capricorn, at this time, at least for the last half of January, that's showing up as the emperor, whether it's a father figure, somebody could be a boss, a mentor of some kind, who's offering a lot of support and encouragement, experience, wisdom, perhaps resources, on helping you decide perhaps a decision to make on how to get something off the ground. So you're not happy with what you're doing, or perhaps what you're doing, you're feeling tired and overwhelmed, and how can I take this to the next step? I mean, I feel like this is more career, work, project, that sort of area of your life, and it's either something that you've started and you're just working, you're just devoting so much into it, but you're feeling so tired and you're like, am I doing the right thing? Should I continue doing this? How can I make this grow? Or I'm tired of doing this. This is what I'd really like to be doing, but how do I get from point A to point B? And this person is in your life giving you support and encouragement, and probably their wisdom and experience too, because the emperor knows how to get things done. He knows how to manifest things into reality. And there's an awful lot of encouragement that's coming from this emperor. Again, some of you might be on the other side of this. You might be the ones being the emperor for someone else in your life. And this could also be, that in order to manifest any one of these potential things that you might feel very excited about, you have to manifest the energy of the emperor. The emperor knows that manifesting something into reality, getting something up and running and maintaining it, takes a lot of, work, practice, details, delegation, setting things up, keeping his fingers on a lot of different things in order to make sure that everything runs well. And so this sometimes represents being, setting your own personal needs and wants aside in order to do that. Although, it looks like you have been, working at something quite hard. But it might not be something you feel all that connected to. So let's pull a card for higher message from Spirit, support, feedback, advice from Spirit for Capricorn for the last half of January 2020. Page of Wands. Get going on it. Pages are, it's interesting because you have the page, the ace, and the 2 of wands. So this is very kind of new, young, fresh, exciting. Okay, how do I start this kind of energy? Pages, messages, messengers, they represent being at the introductory path of something. Pages are students, apprentices. They are learning, they are gathering knowledge and information, but they're still at the beginning of the path of learning how to put it into practical application. And the Page of Wands can represent being at the beginning of a brand new path with a slate wiped clean and momentum in your favor. It's always a card that represents starting now. Doing the homework and starting to put what you know into practical application. And again, I feel like for many of you, this emperor is an actual person in your life that is or can be a source of support, wisdom, experience, feedback, and someone that you admire and respect quite a bit that can be quite helpful or is being quite helpful for you and will continue to be perhaps in an advisory or mentor capacity moving forward, Capricorn. So that is your reading, Capricorn, for the last half of January 2020. I hope you found some part of it helpful and useful. If you are interested in reaching out for a personal one-on-one reading for yourself or as a gift for a friend, family, or loved one, just click on the description link below for more info and contact details. I'd be most happy to work with you. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'm usually pretty diligent at scheduling and setting up readings for people, as I do readings full time, 5 to 6 and sometimes 7 days a week. It's all that I do. So I work pretty diligently with people's schedules to get readings out to you as quickly as we can. So I look forward to hearing from those of you who are interested. So I'll see you again, Capricorn, in a couple of weeks for the February 2020 general readings. Until then, as always, I wish you much love, joy, and blessings, and a continued happy and peaceful transition into this new year. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.